Allah is the protecting guardian of those who believe. He bringeth them out of darkness into light. As for those who disbelieve, their patrons are false deities. They bring them out of light into darkness. Such are rightful owners of the fire. They will abide therein. Bethink thee of him who had an argument with Abraham about his Lord, because Allah had given him the kingdom, how, when Abraham said, My Lord is he who giveth life and causeth death, he answered, I give life and cause death. Abraham said, Lo, Allah causeth the sun to rise in the east, so do thou cause it to come up from the west. Thus was the disbeliever abashed. And Allah guideth not wrongdoing folk. Or, bethink thee of the like of him who, passing by a township which had fallen into utter ruin, exclaimed, How shall Allah give this township life after its death? And Allah made him die 100 years, then brought him back to life. He said, How long hast thou tarried? The man said, I have tarried a day or part of a day. He said, Nay, but thou hast tarried for 100 years. Just look at thy food and drink which have not rotted. Look at thine ass. And, that we may make thee a token unto mankind, look at the bones, how we adjust them and then cover them with flesh. And when the matter became clear unto him, he said, I know now that Allah is able to do all things unto his Lord, my Lord. Show me how thou givest life to the dead, he said, dost thou not believe? Abraham said, Yea, but, I ask, in order that my heart may be at ease. His Lord said, Take 4 of the birds and cause them to incline unto thee, then place a part of them on each hill, then call them, they will come to thee in haste, and know that Allah is mighty, wise. The likeness of those who spend their wealth in Allah's way is as the likeness of a grain which groweth 7 ears, in every ear 100 grains. Allah giveth increase manifold to whom He will. Allah is all-embracing, all-knowing. Those who spend their wealth for the cause of Allah and afterward make not reproach and injury to follow that which they have spent, their reward is with their Lord, and there shall no fear come upon them, neither shall they grieve. A kind word with forgiveness is better than almsgiving followed by injury. Allah is absolute, clement. O ye who believe! Render not vain your almsgiving by reproach and injury, like him who spendeth his wealth only to be seen of men and believeth not in Allah and the last day. His likeness is as the likeness of a rock whereon is dust of earth, a rainstorm smiteth it, leaving it smooth and bare. They have no control of aught of that which they have gained. Allah guideth not the disbelieving folk. And the likeness of those who spend their wealth in search of Allah's pleasure, and for the strengthening of their souls, is as the likeness of a garden on a height. The rainstorm smiteth it and it bringeth forth its fruit twofold. And if the rainstorm smite it not, then the shower. Allah is seer of what you do. Would any of you like to have a garden of palm trees and vines, with rivers flowing underneath it, with all kinds of fruit for him therein, and old age hath stricken him and he hath feeble offspring, and a fiery whirlwind striketh it and it is, all, consumed by fire? Thus Allah maketh plain His revelations unto you, in order that ye may give thought.